Hello, welcome back to Mass Effect 3 with Katrina Shepard. Last video ended kind of abruptly when I decided to head down to engineering and get James's dialogue before talking to Edie, and it comes out rather differently than if you talk to him after. But I decided not to include that version of our dialogue, and I just put a link in to it here. I'd prefer to talk to him after meeting Edie's new mobile platform.
Shepard, what's happening?
Something's in the AI core.
Edie, you'd better go quickly. I'll check on my own computers.
Running safe mode diagnostics. Please stand by.
Shepard, what's happening?
Something's in the AI core.
Okay, got it,
Edie,
got it.
you'd better go quickly. I'll check on my own computers.
And Glyph is running safe mode diagnostics.
The problem isn't here. Systems all look green on my board.
You sure? Maybe something was miscalibrated.
You do know who you're talking to, right?
Yeah, just had to check. Well, if you see Shepard, tell her to get over to the AI core and figure this out.
Will do. You heard him, Shepard. We're dead in the water.
Okay, we'll get back to you, Garrus. If you just go talk to him right now, you just get the same dialogue as if you talked to him after talking to Edie.
Is everything okay?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow your lead.
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire, or something.
Why did you ask Joker? Your chief engineer is just standing right there.
I'm going in. Edie, talk to me.
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Edie,
Yes.
you're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can, then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew's a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Yeah, I don't know that Joker would be too... I mean, Shepard would be too pleased about Edie's actions there. Just need to be careful, follow regs.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Joker is going to have a field day with this.
Alright, let's go talk to Garrus.
Two of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's her. She's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
Garrus. Didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them. Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. I watched him die as the Normandy escaped the attack. Somehow I'm still alive. And he's not.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damned if the Reapers haven't delivered.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So, you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
I don't know that Shepard wants to be referred to as a rogue Spectre.
We've lost enough friends trying to make sure this day never came. I'd say we've all earned some respect.
Then the first Reaper we take out with this gun, it's in their honor. Just give the word. Something else you want to talk about?
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy, meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What'd you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. Then if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
Why should he be in the line of succession at all, quite frankly? I mean, he's been hanging out with Shepard for... Well, first he quit CSEC and took off with Shepard to go hunt Sovereign. Then he returned to CSEC, but then gave up, didn't like it, and went out to Omega. And then he took off again with Shepard. What has he done for the primacy? What has he done for the Turians? He's been off with Shepard more than he's been doing anything for the Turians. How does he rate being in the hierarchy at all? Unless it's just purely, genetic lineage. I mean, I don't get why he would be in the hierarchy at all.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long's it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with a platitude.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. What about you? Any word from your family?
My mother's in the Alliance. Haven't heard from her since Earth got hit.
I'm sure she's... okay.
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Kat is happy to have Garrus back. Definitely happy to have Liara back.
There is new information on the private messages terminal.
What about... Aren't you going to talk to Garrus?
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palaven's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palaven from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning.
Ocular flashbangs. I guess they took Morden's advice, huh? They switched from the molar capsules to ocular flashbangs. Yeah, we gotta talk to Allers, or at least hear what Allers has to say.
so well?
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, girly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. A civilization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail.
Adams hasn't come back here, has he? Oh, he has.
Commander.
But nothing to say about Edie, huh? Dog.
Ma'am?
Nothing, Steve, huh? Nothing. Alright, let me think. How do I want this to play out? Okay. Okay.
Hey, boss. So, that Turian's on board now, no?
That and Edie's got herself a shiny robot body.
What?
She got that Cerberus bot and took it over.
You're shitting me.
I shit you not.
Huh. You down here for a reason? Or are you just looking?
It's my ship. I go where I want and talk to whoever I want.
Fair enough. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna give him a bloody nose, but Kat's not gonna get a bloody nose. I mean, she's supposed to be the best soldier there. But I am gonna let him smack me in the end, mainly because of the way the dialogue goes.
Yes, I can, Lieutenant.
You pulling rank on me, boss? We're just soldiers down here, no?
Sure. But this soldier will clean the floor with you if you step out of line.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Ah, I missed.
Was?
I was gonna give him a bloody nose.
With most of my squad.
Ah.
Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
There.
You a shrink too?
Oh, no bloody nose.
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Good to hear it. But you sacrifice yourself, or my ship, needlessly. That's unacceptable.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
I think in my first playthrough I let him call me Lola, and I didn't like it. lately I've been letting them call me Lola, but this Shepard wouldn't let him call her Lola. She wouldn't do that.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship, your rules. Your laws.
Commander.
Commander.
Okay. Oh, I do want to check back in with Liara. And see if she's gonna talk to Garrus. I missed that first interrupt. Oh well. Well, nobody got bloody noses. I was at least planning on giving James a bloody nose.
Please, enjoy your day.
Nothing, huh? Oh, is it because I went in there before talking to Edie? Is that why we don't get her calling up Garrus? I don't know. Or maybe I don't know. I'm confused. She should be calling up Garrus, ask him if he wants to come over and have a chat. Anyway, well, that's enough for this episode. Next episode, we are going back to the Citadel. Or, yeah, no. Oh, wait a minute. Trainer's got something for us. Let's go get Trainer. I'm pretty sure has something for us. She's probably got Grissom for us. Why doesn't that voice get voiced? Happens all the time. I get out of the elevator, I can see the subtitles, but there's nothing voiced.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I did not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there. It's not an average school. They might even be doing work for the Alliance.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch. Maybe you belong here after all.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
That was a good catch. I mean, you caught the fact that this signal sounded fake and ran it by Edie, who was able to confirm it was fake. That's good job, Trainer. All right. Well, that's enough for this episode. Next episode, like I said, we're going back to the Citadel. And there's people that want to meet us. So until then, have a nice day.